So we are gonna take a walk. It's supposed to have thunder showers, but the clouds seem to have passed next to my house. So we're gonna go before it rains, in case it rains. I put on a harness on her. I trust those more than collars, just in case her collar comes loose and I lose her in the woods or something. I got a splitter for that I can tie two dogs up with the same leash, one next to the other, in case. Always got to be prepared. Sorry if this is going to be a long video. I guess I can always edit it. There's the nice flowers. I cut trees here because people back up their pickup trucks and dump garbage on my property. Oh, don't pull. She's only pulling because he's walking way ahead. Jeez. I got a bunch of obstacles. Well, so do they. Hope the train isn't coming. No train. No train, yeah. Other people bring their dogs here, so they smell the other dogs. So do we go that way or that way? I say we go this way. It's longer. Plus we can stay in the shade. Black dog at the way they measure temperature here, it feels like what it says on the weather channel. It feels like 38 degrees, almost 40 degrees. That's hot. Tomorrow it'll be back to normal there, like 17, 18. Anyway, so we got all this trail to go. I'll add a bunch of, I'll cut it off and I'll edit it after. But she's gonna make me go do my exercise. But I can't complain. I love the walks. Gets me out of the house. I haven't seen her do a poo yet since she's here. No, you're gonna get stuck behind the tree. Perla. Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna edit this out. So this is the beginning of our walk. There. Now we're gonna go where there's a bit more. Okay, we're in shade, but need a bit more. She's really hot. She's black, eh? Black dogs. The heat, the sun. which is really good. I mean, Chico always walks like a kilometer in front, but she's staying close. Oh, there she goes. Boom, 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 boom. Chico's always been a bad influence. His crying, his barking, his not listening on a leash. But I still love him, even if with all his defaults. Sorry, speaking in French all the time, I have a hard time finding the right words in English. Even if I was raised in English, there's not many English people here in Quebec, so it's rare I get to speak in English. The only people I speak in English to are you guys on Facebook and YouTube. I don't make very many French videos because, I mean, 90% of internet is English. You got 5% that's probably French, which is France or Quebec. And even in Quebec, there's a lot of English people. It's funny because a lot of people see my videos and they write stupid stuff like, get out of Quebec, you're English people, go move to Ontario. The thing is they think I'm from another province. But I was born and raised here. My family's all French. You want to do something in life, you got to be bilingual. Learn as many languages as you can. Especially since I've always worked in restaurants and always worked with, whoop, sorry, she pulled my, I'm holding the leash at the same hand as I'm holding the phone. Yeah, I've always worked with the public, so being bilingual is important for me because I want to be able to communicate with anybody. I'm a people person. I love people. I love animals. Okay, I love animals more than I love people because a lot of people are not as sincere or trusting or whatever as animals are. But I've met a lot of nice people. I mean, they're not all bad. Just like they're not all. It's like judging Pitbulls and saying that they're all bad dogs. We'll say like, it all depends on how they were raised. Okay, I was raised properly. Yeah, pee. Good girl. Now it's his turn. 3, 2, 1, and there he goes. Yeah. Anyway, we got this big field here to go play around in. It'd be fun if I could let her loose, but I'm afraid that I'll lose her. I don't want to lose her. Oh, you went around a tree. I'm gonna have to. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna edit this too. A super dog. I'm not even holding her leash. I left it on because it's like 10, 20 feet. I don't know. Maybe almost 20 feet long. So I know I can catch it if ever there's something. But she's following my Chico everywhere. But let's see. I'll try and turn around and see if she'll follow me. So I'm gonna go this way. Think she'll follow? Oh, there she comes. Good girl. Way to feed. Yep, so she's really a good dog. One day she'll be walking around like Chico with nothing on her. Then I'll just have to carry a leash with me and that's it. Instead of holding a long rope. She's hot. That's sad. Should have brought her to the park next to the water. I'm sure she would have gone in. Our next adventure, we're going to the waterfront. Now the water is, we're having flooding everywhere in Quebec, so the water's really high and there's a lot of current. So I'll probably wait, because when you go to the park, When the water's normal, there's a beach, all sand, and the dogs can go play in the water. Right now there's no beach. The water is all the way up to probably about 6 feet higher than what it should be. Anyway, she's really a good girl. Thank you to Vanessa for trusting me with your beautiful baby. And you're gonna see a lot of videos with her because I film everything. I don't post everything, but I film everything. What I don't post on Facebook, I post on YouTube. I love this. I don't even have to hold the leash. She's always, oh, here's some water here. I remember putting this bowl here and the rain accumulates in it, so she has some water. No, you don't want water? Chico will drink. What you doing? I know there's nothing bad in it. So we are still walking. And the dog's found, I'm sure this is the fox's den, because it's always here that I hear the foxes screaming. They got this weird scream like somebody's killing somebody. Plus she smells something, probably where the fox goes to the bathroom or something like that. She brought me here. Good boy. Yep. So that is. Oh, he found some poop. He always rolls in poop. And he's trying to roll him. A white dog rolling himself in poop. Oh, wait. Stop rolling in poop. That's scaring her. That's good. At least she won't go right in front of the train. I just thought of something. Anybody who's my friend and doesn't like pit bulls, I'm an advocate for this breed because no dogs are worse than another. All dogs bite. All dogs can be mean or kill or whatever. I mean, there's even been a death in Quebec by a Saint Bernard. Huskies have done the most damage in the past couple of years. Whoop, sorry. She's tied up to my hand that I'm holding the phone. But if you're against pit bulls, please unfriend me. Because you don't want to be friends with somebody who's a pit bull lover. You obviously don't like pit bulls, so I mean, I don't even know why you're even here. But all my pit bull advocate friends, thumbs up to you. They're not all mean. They're not all bad. She's even better than him. And him, I'm sure he's a lab. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body. The black and white one, he's afraid of everything and everybody. He barks all the time. He doesn't listen. He pulls all the time on the leash. That's why I leave him loose. I don't have... The only time I'll tie him up, at least he stays close sometimes. Sometimes he runs up there and he goes on the train tracks. But there's no trains here. I mean, it's really rare. Like maybe 3 times a day. And they go really slow and you can hear them coming a mile away because they put on their their horn there. Burp, burp. But so far she's a super girl, man. Amazing. She's gonna have a big present later on there when we get home. I'm in the middle of making some fresh bread, and yeah, I like cooking. I'm in the middle of making a fresh loaf of bread, maybe two. I made a big loaf, so I was probably gonna make two loaves. I'm making some macaroni and spaghetti sauce, and I don't know why they call it spaghetti sauce. Why don't they call it macaroni sauce? Goes on, okay, pasta sauce. There we go, pasta sauce. Alright, it's been about an hour that we're walking. We still have all that trail to go up before we get to my property. I'm staying in the shade. Black dog in the sun. Yeah. I probably got bitten by about 10, maybe more mosquitoes. That's a pain in the butt. That's one thing I didn't miss. The winter, you don't have mosquitoes. Oh shit, there's people coming. I hope they don't have a dog. Oh, they're on bike, okay. Anyway, I want to turn this off. Just got home. Dead dog. Just sleeping on my foot. Hey, a little froggy. Yep. Amazing. She listens super well. A great dog. The best is yet to come. Tonight it's the cuddles. That's what I'm anxious to see. Him, he's more... He nudges me to tell me lift up the covers, and he goes and sleeps under the covers at my feet. Her, I'm anxious to see what she does. But I'm gonna have some love tonight. Double love. Thanks for watching my adventure with the breed with the bad rep. But she was amazing. She's so dark you can't even see her. All I see is her tongue. Amazing dog. Amazing buddy. My two buddies. He's dead. He's passed out. It's funny, we took a walk and they were more afraid of him than the two people on the bicycle that I passed. They were more afraid of him probably because he wasn't tied up. Anyway, two amazing dogs. I know there's millions of amazing of these breed. They're not all bad. It's people who make them bad. I was just gonna go bug him. Oh, play with me, play with me. I know I'm dead. That fat girl. The other thing I like about her is she doesn't bark. She just lets out a little woof, woof, woof. 2-3 times there, just to say there's somebody there. She doesn't bark for nothing. She saw the people coming on the bike and she went oof, oof. That's it. But she's a beautiful dog. Oh, there they go. A little oof. She hears some weird noise. Okay, there's somebody over there on the other side of the fence. Shh. It's okay. She sees something that's not normal. Okay. Please. she's just letting them know that she sees them, letting me know that there's somebody there. But you see, she's not a bad. The black and white one, when he barks, it sounds like a wow. Sounds like a crazy person going nuts. I heard her bark when she really wants to bark, and it's not the same thing. This is just a warning bark, which I like. Oh wow, she's beautiful. Beautiful girl. Hey, bad fate. Which means beautiful girl in French. Belle fille. Beautiful girl. Yeah, so I found out my hot tub, something happened during the winter. So when I fill it up with water, it empties halfway. So one of the jets, probably water was still stuck in it, and the piping cracked and the water is coming out. And it's not something I can just throw in the garbage. It's way too big. And I'm renting here, so I don't really care. The day I leave, I'll leave it here. And the landlord can take care of it. I don't really care. My landlord's a dipshit anyway. I've been here 15 years and I'm still living on plywood floors. And I mean, I've had 3 floods in the house. How do you call it? The sewer pipe burst, and all the, sorry my language, but all the shit and piss and everything came into my house, destroyed all my stuff. A landlord had no choice but to fix it, but he never paid somebody to come clean up or pay for my stuff that I lost. He always hires people that work under the table so that he can pay the least possible. But to have all this great property and this house for so little, I can't complain, because if I complain, I'm gonna end up getting thrown out, and I'm gonna have to move into an apartment that's gonna cost me almost double the price. Plus, I bought that camper since I'm here. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, the hot tub and sheds, and I can't bring that with me. So you gotta shut up and take it. People talk about tenants that are bad, but nobody talks about how some landlords are even worse. Like I said, I've been here 15 years. When I moved in, he never painted the place. He's never given me a gallon of paint. The lease is, you have rules to respect. If you pay your rent after the 15th of the month, he can come and throw you out, seize your salary for the next 3 months and stuff like that. But he never read his responsibilities, that the place that you're renting is supposed to be freshly painted when you sign a lease, and clean, and, you know, like you're moving into a new place. Oh, she just saw a bird. He never did any of that. Anyway, so this is another thing I'm gonna add on to my little video. Just wanted to put an update. Just gonna go pee. 3. No, I'm not even. So beautiful. Yep. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. Okay, the day is over. Have a great night. Give some love to your pups, so I won't be alone doing it. But I know all of you love your animals just as much as I do. All my friends are animal lovers. I don't even have family on my Facebook page. It's all super great people who love animals and respect them, and they're all advocates for, or yeah. Anyway, I respect all of you and I love you all. Have a great night, everybody.